Hello, everyone. My name is Jamie, and this is something very new that I'm doing. I decided that because this is something very rare and something that very few people struggle with, it's probably something very few people actually know about. So I decided that I wanted to go ahead and kind of do like a vlog or a video journey on my experience with a very rare kidney disease called medullary sponge kidney, also known as MSK or Cachy-Ricci disease. Now, I promise if I use any big medical terms, I will go ahead and break it down for people who are either new to the medical world and don't know those terms. Trust me, I feel you. I'm a med student myself. I get it. But also for people who are going through this journey as well and don't really have that medical background. I will break down as many of those terms for you as I possibly can, but I figured this first video that I do, I can go ahead and do it basically as a journey of where I'm at now and what I had to go through to get there. Because right now I'm at home on anywhere between short-term to long-term disability because I have several surgeries that I have to have in a row to remove these giant stones in my kidneys. So first things first, let's go ahead and get a background of what this disease is. Now, medullary sponge kidney disease, Cachy-Ricci, it basically is that when you are born, or at least this is from what my nephrologist has told me, is that when you're born with a structural defect in your kidneys. And basically, if you cut open and I love this. It's one of my favorite images. If you cut open a kidney, like a normal kidney, it's almost solid. You don't have any holes or anything like that. You have some of the different structures, of course, that do different things, but it looks almost like a solid surface. But when you cut into an MSK kidney, it looks like brown SpongeBob. Really, it does. It looks kind of like a brown SpongeBob. There are little holes everywhere. Some of us are very unfortunate, including myself, to get cysts as well as stones and other key symptoms. But yeah, we're cursed with brown SpongeBob kidneys. So it's a very rare thing. Anywhere between 0.5% to 1% of people actually get this disease. And unfortunately, kidneys, because of how complex they are, is one of the organs that they are not able to replicate using 3D printing technology at this point. You have people 3D printing hearts or valves in their heart, ears, fingers, but unfortunately, because of how complex a kidney is, I'll do another video on this too because I actually did a really cool science project in middle school, or not high school. Ironically, before I got diagnosed with a kidney disease, I did a kidney project. And I'll talk about that in another video. But it's so intricate that you really cannot replace it. The only way that you can replace it is through transplant. So MSK, like I said, brown SpongeBob disease, is basically it causes a lot of symptoms. And unfortunately for myself as well as a lot of other people with this disease, we get a lot of them. Heck, the amount of nausea and fatigue I get from this disease has given me so many unnecessary pregnancy scares. Y'all have no idea. Like I think before I found out I had this disease, I kept a steady on hand. My boyfriend and I kept a steady on hand pregnancy test, loop running in our sink, under the sink in our bathroom. But so yeah, there's a lot of symptoms, and like I just said, nausea and fatigue are two of them. Muscle soreness, kidney stones. Now there are some people who will easily pass the stones. Unfortunately, I'm not one of those people. I say unfortunately, but also fortunately, because when I do pass some stones, some very itty bitty little pinhead stones, they hurt. And for me, I mainly just passed like what's called sandstorms, or I call them sandstorms, just a bunch of little dust particles. But for me, my stones stay stuck in my kidney and they grow inside my kidney. On top of that, a lot of people have UTIs, which are also known as urinary tract infections. Some people are lucky that they catch it right when it's at the bottom of their urinary tract, like their bladder, their ureter. For me, unfortunately, I usually don't catch it as quick, and they usually creep into my kidneys at that point, and I feel like death is a better option at that point because it's so painful and it's so annoying. A lot of people you'll find out that have MSK, they'll also have other underlying conditions. So for me, I also have something that's called renal tubular acidosis. I just recently got diagnosed with this as well as the MSK. So I haven't done a lot of research on it, but from what I've seen and what I've researched and heard from my nephrologist is that renal tubular acidosis is basically when certain parts of your body, including your kidneys, are not able to excrete or filter all of the waste out of your blood that creates the urine. And in doing that, or not being able to do that, what happens is that the waste will re-enter your blood system, and it makes me very tired, very tired, and really weak. I used to be able to work out a lot and be really fit when I was a figure skater. And ever since I found out about this disease, I've been trying and trying to work out, and I finally realized why my muscle soreness is as bad as it is and why I can't usually work out the next day, unlike a lot of other people. Um, so a lot of things have been explained by being diagnosed. And like I said, I want to start a video series talking about my experiences, my stories, and a lot of other things that I have gone through to basically help either medical professionals that are going into either an ER or a hospital or becoming urologists or nutritionists or nephrologists, careers that I have really seen a lot of people not know a lot about this disease. For example, I got officially diagnosed with both MSK and renal tubular acidosis in November of 2020, literally just a couple months ago. But I passed my first kidney stone at 12. 12. Granted, I was a little scared to tell mom that I was having some issues because of the fact that, you're right around your teenage years, you're, scared your mom's going to get mad at you because you did something wrong. I didn't know if I did something wrong. All I know is that I was in pain. I'm like, maybe I hurt myself while I was, playing sports with the kids the other day. Don't know. So I didn't tell my mom, and I passed my first kidney stone at 12. And at the beginning of 2019, April 6th to be exact, is when I had gotten so sick, and I was at the height of my prime, but I had gotten so sick that I had to be hospitalized for almost 3 months and had over 20 surgeries to remove massive kidney stones. When I say massive, my urologist had said that it had filled up my entire kidney. It was called a staghorn calculi, and calculi meaning stone or calcium stone. Then they call it staghorn because when you look in the kidneys, it kind of looks like, the antlers. Probably look really freaky doing this, but the antlers on like a stag or a deer, it looks like the branches of a stag's horn. So it's a staghorn calculi. And this guy had done countless CT scans on me, countless ultrasounds on me, multiple surgeries going through the bottom, and multiple surgeries where they had to cut open my back and my kidney while I was awake to put the nephrostomy tube in. And no one ever diagnosed me. He had a camera inside of me multiple times, could see the structure, but never told me what I had or what was causing the stones. Oh, you're just a chronic stone former. 20 surgeries. And it took me going to a different doctor and a different hospital to finally get some answers. So I want to start this vlog and I want to start this journey with you guys. If you have anyone that's dealing with kidney disease, if you have anyone that you might suspect have MSK, please find a good doctor, check it out, and follow me on this journey in which I will give you guys my experiences, my insights, as I literally sit at home quarantining before I have a round of about another 6 or 7 surgeries to remove these stones. So I'll have a lot of time on my hands. And with the pandemic, y'all might have some time on your hands. So I want to help you guys with this journey because I really feel like no one was there to help me with this. And I went through the ringer trying to figure out what was going on. So I want to be there for you guys. You guys let me know if there's any specific things that you want to talk about with this disease, and I'll see you next time.